Hey, what up, guys? Coming to you with another top 10. This one's on former world title challenger and former interim champion, John Ryder of the United Kingdom. He's currently my number 10 fighter in the 168-pound super middleweight division. He's coming off of his first world title shot where he challenged undefeated Callum Smith for the WBA Super Championship. It's supposed to be a tune-up bout. It was a mandatory fight, but it was supposed to be a tune-up type fight for Smith. And Ryder actually gave him hell. It was a good, he really pressured Smith, it was a close fight, and the judges came back with a kind of a blowout for Smith. A lot of people were pissed about that and said that John Ryder got robbed. I don't know if he got robbed in terms of being the winner, but he definitely got robbed in terms of the decision and how close the fight was. So, nothing concrete on what he's going to do next. There have been rumors. So let's take a run through the top 10 and see what's next for John Ryder. Number 1 is the undefeated Callum Smith, which will be a rematch for the WBA Super Championship. Smith was in line, was being rumored possibly to fight Canelo next. That's not happening. So he was in negotiations for a rematch with John Ryder also during that time period when he thought he wasn't going to get the Canelo fight. Then things got a little bit more serious. So now I definitely think he's an option. For Callum Smith. I think Callum Smith needs to right the wrong. Over in the United Kingdom, controversial decisions, a lot of times get rematches even if they're not big name fighters, just because there's a lot of shit talking over there. That sport, boxing in the United Kingdom, is right next to soccer. It's one of the two biggest sports over there, and you don't want a domestic rivalry and a rival talking shit right there in the UK. So there's a lot of people that thought John Ryder won. They're both with Matchroom and Eddie Hearn, so it's an easy fight to make. So I do think that this is a big-time possibility for John Ryder next. Number 2 is former two-time middleweight champion Daniel Jacobs. I think this is probably his second best option because Daniel Jacobs said he's considering John Ryder. That was during the time when Callum Smith was an option for Canelo. Now that he's not, I'm sure John Ryder would take the Callum Smith fight first, but Danny Jacobs worldwide is a bigger name, but he just doesn't have the world title. So if for some reason, though, Callum Smith decides to not face John Ryder, I think Danny Jacobs is going to fight him because Danny has already said he wants to face another guy on Ryder's level before he steps up and fights for a world title next. So I think this fight is a very real possibility for John Ryder. Next at number 3 is the undefeated WBC champion David Benavidez. Not an option for Benavidez right here. Benavidez is probably going to take a tune-up, or he's going to go straight into a mandatory title fight against Avni Yildirim, his WBC number 1. So yeah, John Ryder's not going to happen. Number 4 is a rematch with undefeated WBO middleweight champ or super middleweight champ Billy Joe Saunders. Saunders is next for Canelo. So that's not happening. Him and Ryder ain't going to happen. And Saunders soundly beat Ryder years ago, so wouldn't make sense for him to fight him again. Not now, at least. Even though they are promoted by the same people. Next at number 5 is, sorry guys, actually it was Canelo was number 1, Smith 2, Jacobs 3, Benavidez 4, and Caleb Plant 5. So, Billy Joe Saunders 5. So next at number 6 is undefeated Caleb Plant, the IBF champion. He's a PBC guy. I think he has other options he'd rather take than taking on a guy like Ryder. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but these two companies would have to cross the street, and Caleb Plant has other options that possibly are bigger names. So I don't see him facing John Ryder next. I don't think it's going to happen. Next at number 7 is former two-time WBC champion Anthony Dirrell. Another guy, Dirrell's probably going to come back and face somebody, either take a tune-up or go straight into a bigger fight with a PBC fighter. So I just don't see these two guys locking horns. Next at number 8 is former IBF champion Caleb Truax. I wouldn't completely rule it out, but I think Truax is probably going to get a PBC fighter on the rise, trying to, take a step up. So I don't think John Ryder is going to get the fight. Next at number 9, and finally at number 9 is contender Lionel Thompson, who is with the PBC. He's coming off that, big decision win over Jose Ustadegi. I don't see this fight being a possibility, but it could be. But I just don't see these two guys locking horns. Not big enough names for the two sides to come together, the PBC and Matchroom. So I don't see it. So what do I think John Ryder is going to do next? Personally, I really think it's going to be Callum Smith or Danny Jacobs for him. Callum Smith is only going to probably get one fight in this year. He's already struggling to find opponents. So if he decides to go forward and face, somebody other than John Ryder, I'd be surprised because he's got business with Ryder to finish, and Ryder's in the top 10 now based on the way he fought Callum Smith. So why not go after him and beat him soundly, convincingly, and leave no doubt? It's a domestic rivalry. It makes sense and make more money for Callum Smith. But I think Smith is trying to make a splash worldwide. I think that's the only reason why he would take somebody else. But I really think he should face Ryder, and I think that he's probably going to. But if he doesn't, Danny Jacobs is going to fight him. I really think that's going to happen. Unless Danny Jacobs just says he wants to fight Gabe Rosado instead because he's tired of Gabriel Rosado talking shit. But other than that, I really think he's going to get one of these two fighters. So should be good things coming for John Ryder in terms of opportunity. I don't think he beats either one, but getting the opportunity gives you a chance. You never know. So I don't think he can beat Smith or Jacobs at their best. But again, when you have the opportunity, anything can happen. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's the what's next on John Ryder. Hope you enjoyed it. True Boxing. Been hit with the truth.